Thank you for taking the interview. So, what is your name and how old are you?
My name is Lolly, and I'm 24 years old.
Cool. Lila, you look amazing. Do you go to the gym a lot? You look dedicated. You're in good shape. Do you go to the
Thank
gym a
you, I
lot?
appreciate it. Actually, I didn't for about a couple years. I actually just started back. I want to say back in March. I want to say so. We're in June now, so for about 3 months I've been like kind of consistent
Three
coming
months.
back. Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So, tell me your name again. I'm sorry.
Lolly.
Lolly.
Yeah.
Lolly. First Lolly I met. All right, Lolly. What is your occupation? What do you do for work?
So I'm a medical assistant. I work at around this area. I work
Don't
as
don't say like the name though.
God, no, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say the name or
Okay.
anything. I
Cool.
was like, no, I just work at a dermatology office, so I'm just a medical assistant there.
Got you. Cool. Okay. What is your relationship status?
Right now, I am taken. I have a boyfriend.
Cool. For how long have you been in a relationship?
We've been together since January, so about 5 months now.
Okay. Okay. So the next question is, what is your dating age range, and how old is your boyfriend now?
So I'm 24, and ever since like the dating era has come to me, I've always been into older men, not like super old, but older than me at least. But he's 22, so he's younger than me. So it's kind of my first time dating somebody younger, kind of new to this. But I can't say that like, oh, I won't date younger guys because obviously I'm dating somebody young, but um, I guess you can say maybe like 2 years younger, but I'll go like 5 years older for sure.
All right. So 22 to like 29.
Yeah, around there.
All right. So if like a 30, if hypothetically you're single and a 35-year-old guy like try to get at you, will he have a chance?
35, honestly, no. I don't know. It's
Got
just
you.
I couldn't see
Yeah.
myself with somebody
Yeah.
10 years older. No, I couldn't.
What is your opinion on cuz that's a hot topic like it is some 35-year-olds that do talk to like women your age
Yeah.
like 22, 24. Do some women think that that's weird, some women well, a majority of women think that is
Yeah,
weird.
a
Uh
little.
what is your opinion on that? Like do you think that that's a weird thing or do you and if so, why so?
Honestly, I think to each their own. I know some people kind of don't find it weird. In my opinion, I wouldn't see myself doing that, but I feel like a lot of us kind of grow up differently, and some of us mature very young, where we think sometimes that we're kind of grown for our age, even though we're like 18 or 22. A lot of people kind of grow up differently, and they think like, oh, I feel like it's more of a background thing where it's
I
like,
got you.
oh,
Okay.
I grew up in this way, so I have to mature in a way, or I'm the oldest of like a family, so I have to be like more mature for my age. And I
Yeah.
don't, to each their own at the end of the day. It's not really something
Very
I have
insightful. I agree
opinion on.
with you. It's like individual. Like
Yeah.
sometimes, okay, okay. But so you don't think that it's always because a lot of women say like, oh, it's a guy that's trying to take advantage of a.
Sometimes that can be the case. It
Sometimes
just really
it
depends.
depends.
Yeah, honestly, it just
Yeah,
depends.
yeah.
You just have to look
Okay,
at it a different way, different perspective.
cool. Okay, so you're a medical assistant. Um, the next question is, does your man have to make more than you? That's a really like try to really think about that. It's no right or wrong answer, but
Yeah.
like these are, like I don't know where you at in life at 24, but like, you know, cost of living, everything. Does your man have to make more than
Honestly,
you?
the cost of living right now, I feel like, okay, so my point of view is more like I sometimes feel for the man because obviously they're the providers. We as women see the men as providers. It's always been like that no matter what. And us, we're going to take care of the home, be at home always, and kind of just take care of the family. Nowadays, it's kind of changed where women have become more independent. They're like, I don't need a man, I don't need this. They can do it on their own. But with everything going on right now, everything going in, like gas prices going up, house prices going up, I feel like you, my opinion, I'm probably gonna get like a little bit,
No,
but
you probably say whatever. It's no wrong. Don't.
yeah.
That's why I do these. Like I guarantee, over 95% of the women that I interview has the same answer as you.
Yeah.
It's not. I think I know you. It's not wrong. You go ahead and say
no,
it.
no, of course.
Yeah.
But I feel like it should be both of you right now, kind of in the time we're living right now, I think we both should put in a little bit of work into it. I don't think he should be making a lot more than you. I mean, it'd be nice for like one of you guys to kind of make more than the other. In my opinion, it kind of wouldn't matter. It'd be nice. I mean, shoot. But I don't know, with everything going on right now, I think it's best that we help out as well as kind of like as women and be whatever we need to do to kind of also support our man to kind of like help me help you, things like that. I don't know if I said that right, to be honest, but in a way I feel like we should help out too. I think
that's a good answer. Yeah. But you didn't even answer the question.
I know, I was like, I don't think I did.
But I think you tiptoed around the answer.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so like, should your man? I get what you're saying though. You kind of, from my understanding, you're saying that the woman should do what she has to do to make sure he gets himself right to be in order to make as much or more. Am I correct there?
Yes.
Like you're saying like the woman should support him and be like a supportive person so he can make that much or more.
In a way, yeah. I guess you explained a little bit more better, yeah.
A lot of women, believe that the man should make as much or more. Mm-hmm. That's it. If you're 24, by 30, a lot of women say that.
Yeah, they're just like, no, yeah, they have to make more. I don't know. It's just time and place.
So I don't know what 24 looks like right now, right? Mm-hmm. But you work, so you have an idea of like cost of living and everything, right? Yeah. So the next question is, how much does a man have to date you? Let's say, how much does a man have to make a year to date you? Like, just try to ballpark it.
Honestly, I'm not really like big on that. I kind of, as long as we have like a good time, I'm cool. Good at hanging out like at a park or something, going to the movies. I'm not really big on like, oh, let's go to a fancy dinner or let's go do something like that's super expensive. But how much? I'm trying to think how much I make, and I'm like, I think what I make is actually good enough to be like, oh, I can take you on a date. Like, it's fine. I think I want to say like a year, 50 grand. I want to say.
50 grand.
Yeah, I'm not really like looking into anything big.
Got you. You know what? That's a funny. Oh, the wind.
I know. I was gonna say, I was like, you're Stan.
Yeah. That's a funny. So like, you kind of touched on. You said that. You mentioned the restaurant thing. One of the new questions that I wanted to add on, and I'm going to ask you,
go for it.
Is, would you be offended or would you feel some kind of way if a guy took you to Applebee's for a first date?
No, not really. No, I'd rather go to like BJ's. I kind of don't like Applebee's, so I'd rather go to BJ's or something.
What about like Red Lobster or something? Be honest.
Like
if it
those type of restaurants, I don't mind at all. Like we can go to Chipotle if we need to, like, or Habit or something. I'd be fine with that as long as like it's good food. I'm not really
I got you. The last lady, it's a few ladies that say like they'll be offended of like Applebee's or Red Lobster. I don't think they could, they're not right or wrong.
To each their own at the end of the day.
There's some people that disagree with it. All right, so what percentage of the financial load do you want to cover in your relationship? Like, for example, do you want to be married?
I do.
You do? So when you're married, what percentage of the financial load do you... Let me also ask you, do you want kids?
I do want kids.
You do? How many kids do you want?
I want at least max 4, minimum 2. Like at least 2, but max 4. I'm good with just like 4, but minimum 2 at least.
I got you. So would you agree that kind of costs money, right?
Yeah. Oh, heck
all right.
Yeah.
So what percentage of the financial load? We talk about everything, bills, groceries, car, insurance. What percentage of the financial load do you want to cover? Or, like, for example, do you want it to be a 50-50 thing? Or do you want him to do, like, 100% of the financial load? Or, like, what percentage of the financial load do you personally want to cover?
Honestly, whatever I can help out with is okay. But actually, that contradicts with what I'm going to say right now. But, honestly, I wouldn't do 50-50. I think more either 90-10 or, like, 80-20. Like,
80-20?
Yeah, 80-20, 90-10, around there. I think
I have a curious question. Did you think about like things like this before we had this interview?
Nope. Not at all. Nope.
Okay, so that's my purpose. That's why you see why I do these interviews, because like people don't think. I think before the interview I was telling you, like, everybody turns 28, and people don't think about these things, and then it happens, but people haven't thought about it.
Yeah, no, I'm over here like,
so you got it, because that ties into like let's think about this, right? You want 2 or 4 kids, right?
Yep.
50K salary or more, let's say 50K salary, um, and then that ties into that question, like how much does a guy have to date you? Because like it's like, do you think that a man could take care of a kid, take care of you and 2 or 4 kids, even if it's like he's just doing 80%? You know,
Yeah.
like that's why I do these for people
No,
to
yeah,
think.
of course.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because it gets your mind going. To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. All right, so that's question. So you said like 80%, something like that, like 80%.
Yeah,
the
like
guy,
him 80, me 20, or like maybe 90, him, me 10, something like that.
Got you. Okay. So, all right. This is again. I work at the hospital. I don't know if I told
Okay,
you, right?
no, you didn't, but nice. Medical field.
Yeah. So, are we in the camera? We are.
Yeah,
so,
we are.
these things happen, right? This next question, you know, this is something that happens and people don't think about,
Yep.
right? No right answer, no wrong answer. It's all subjective. So, if your man or let's fast forward, if your husband or somebody you're dating got permanently injured
Okay.
to where he can't work anymore at all, he can't provide anymore at all, would that affect the dynamic of your relationship? Like, do you think that you would like move on in some time, like let's say in 10 years, like if he got permanently injured
Yeah.
and he can't work anymore, like he got a spinal injury, do you think that realistically in due time you're going to have to like find another like guy?
Honestly, no. I feel like me and my ways in the what I think at least is I married him through sickness and health, and he married me for the same reason, because we love each other, push whatever the hell in the future, because we love each other and because we made that promise to each other. I feel like me personally, I couldn't bring myself to leave him if he was in that vulnerable spot where he just couldn't provide anymore. And I feel like as a man, it kind of hurts you guys as well. It's like, damn, I can't do stuff for my family anymore, and I can't be that person to help out in the family. And me personally, I don't feel like I would want him to feel like that. I would still want him to be like, no, like, you're okay, I'll take care of you, everything's okay as long as you're fine. Obviously he's not that fine, but as long as you're healthy at the end of the day, you're gonna be fine. I don't think I would find myself looking for anything, just because if I married him, I found it all with him and created this family that we did together. So I feel like, no, I wouldn't do that.
Do you think most women, like let's say like they have 4 kids and like since they have the kids, they have the babies, they have to take away time from work, right? So they kind of like lost some skill in the job market, so they can't just like go back to work and find a decent paying job. Like, do you think most women in a situation to where their husband gets permanently injured and they, you know, their kids are either going to starve or, you know, do you think most women would eventually like kind of like find another guy that's going to like kind of provide?
I feel like I can say that most women would, just because anybody could. I mean, at the end of the day, so I can say, yeah, most women would. They would kind of find something. I think they would mostly do it just thinking about their kids, thinking about their children. They don't want to see them suffer the way that they will potentially suffer if it keeps going the way they're going, if they're not financially stable, if the husband's really in a bad injury and she just doesn't see any movement or any growth that's going to be coming. I feel like the only reason why women would look for somebody else would just be for the dynamic of the children, to kind of help the children out and not really have them suffer more than what they're probably already suffering from the injury of their father, whatever it is.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Let's see. So next question. So before I get to this next question, like what got you like in a marriage mindset? Like, is it religious? Is it culture? Is it like religious based, or is it culture based? Or
I feel like it's more culture based, but
culture?
also I'm not super religious. I can say that I'm not like doing all that, but I think it is more culture based. I come from a Mexican family, obviously, and there's a lot of stigma on the Mexican culture where there's like a lot of things going on, but I kind of don't see it that way. I do sometimes see it in like other families, and it's totally understandable. I think that's just how that generation was raised, but I don't know, seeing my family, like my mom and dad, I feel like they taught me about love. They taught me about partnership. They taught me about respect and relationships. So I feel like that's what got me into more like, oh, I want to get married like that, or I want to be like them. But yeah, I think it's just more a cultural thing, I guess.
Gotcha. So next question is, do you think, wait, are we in the camera?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, we are, okay.
It's super dark.
Do you
yeah.
do you think that men should hold the door before women?
Yeah,
You?
I think so. I think it's sweet. I know some people, it's like, oh, I can open the door by myself, or it's kind of like, I don't need to, like, you can, I know some men think like, oh, you can do it yourself. I think it's sweet. I think it's just a nice gesture. I don't think it has to have so much meaning towards it. I don't think there should be a lot of thought into it. It's just a nice gesture to do, like if you're opening the door to any other person, like an elderly lady or something. I think it's just a nice gesture to do. I think it's sweet.
Do you think that, all right, let's say in the case of an emergency, should men protect women and children and elderlies? Like, should men be the first barrier of defense? Like, let's use an example. Like, we're here right now, right? Let's say, like, it's a crazy guy with a machete or something, right? And me and that guy, right? And then you got your lady, that lady there, and then let's say some elderlies and some babies. Would you expect me and that guy to, like, you know, like...
I'm running it. I don't know. Right. I feel like... honestly... Realistically, I think you don't think about it in the moment. So in the moment, you're kind of just thinking all to yourself. So it's like, I'm going to save myself at the end of the day.
But would you, let's say this, let's say you're in a marriage, right?
Okay.
And you're out with your dude. And a guy, let's say that a guy is, I hate to use this example. Let's say a guy's trying to rob you guys, right? Okay. Your man has a chance to either do choice A, cover you, you know, to take it, or, you know, like he said, you know, he's not protecting you. Would you look at that man a little different because he didn't protect you? Like, be real. Like, be realistic.
Honestly, if I'm being real, I feel like I would look at him a little bit different. I'm expecting my man to protect me, to fight for me, to kind of be like this strong guy that, I mean, every man thinks like, oh yeah, I can fight that dude. I don't know, I've talked to a lot of men, they're like, oh yeah, I can take him down easily, or I can do this. So I feel like I expect my man to at least like fight for me and be like, nah, let's go, like we're leaving, or like, I don't know, give him a punch or something, I don't know. So I expect that.
Yeah, so like in that situation, he should take the bullet for, like, let's say whether you are, if you and you have kids, like he should like, I know it's a wild example, but he should take that bullet, right?
For me,
or if not, would you, like really think about it?
I need to think about this. Hold on. Cause I get it. I feel like in my mind, I expect him to.
But if he didn't do that, would you lose respect for him? Like, be real.
I feel like I'd be mad in the moment. I'd be like, why didn't you do anything? Or like, why didn't you protect us? But I feel like towards the end, I'll just be like, we were all scared. It was all in the heat of the moment. I don't know. I think some part of me is like,
if a man froze up, all right, so if a man froze up in a situation like that, and then let's say it's multiple situations like that, you're telling me that you'll still have respect for him. Like let's say a year goes by and it was like 4 situations to where like he didn't protect you, you know? You telling me that next year you're not thinking like, dang, like, you're telling me you still have the same respect for him? And
I feel like after like 4 tries or something, I'll be like, damn, this man does not love me. Like, he does not want to protect me in any way. I think he just, and I'm not saying it's a selfish thing. It's just like, oh, he's just thinking about himself. Totally understandable, but not my type of guy at the end of the day. I guess you can say that.
Yeah. Would you agree that most women would say that? Like, if a guy didn't, like the scenarios again, if a guy didn't like protect the girl, like, wouldn't you agree? Like, if it happened like 3 or 4 times, she could be like, yo, you not protective over me. And then, you know, it's gonna be like, yo,
like, what are you doing? Like, do you not like me? Like, what's going on? I'm gonna drop these in right here. No, yeah, I definitely would. I think the first time, I think it's just more like, we're both in the moment. But after that, I'd be like, all right, you need to protect me because what can I do?
Yeah, okay, so next question is, all right, so next question is, this is a 50% people think this way, 50% think the opposite. But for you, Should women obey and be submissive to their man? And would you obey and be submissive to like your man?
In some scenarios, I would. I think some scenarios, I'm just like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I'm going to do what I want, which sounds pretty bad. But I feel like us, we know, like, in some things, like, we don't need, like, it's not that bad. Like, what? I'm trying to think of a scenario.
Let's say this.
Like, we were actually, so I'm going out after this. I'm going to go watch the soccer game, the Mexico game. And I'm going to go hold a spot at a bar. And my boyfriend actually didn't want me to be at the bar by myself. And he was like, oh, wait for me. And I said, no, like, it's okay. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, no, it's like, I'm going to be at a bar. It's okay. Like, it's not anything serious. Like, I'm going to just be there, whatever. But he was just like, no, I don't want you being there by yourself. And he's not saying it in a rude way. It's just more like, I get the mindset of, like, a woman being alone at a bar. So I get the mindset. And he was just like, no, like, I just don't want you to be at a bar by yourself. And I'm like, okay, like, I won't. I'll wait for you. I think it's more like I gave into that, even though my thoughts are, it's okay. Like, I've been waiting at a bar by myself, like, before. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It is what it is. But I think that kind of gave, like, an example of, like, I was being, I gave in. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever.
What if he said, like, oh, like, you can't go out past, like, 11:30 at night? Like, what if that was his rule for you? Like, you cannot go out past 11:30 at night.
Well, honestly, either way I can't, so that kind of doesn't, to me, that
what
doesn't
you mean
apply
either way
with
you
it,
can't?
because I come from a Mexican culture, so I'm like, that doesn't apply to me. I'm fine with that.
Let's say your parents is out of it. Let's say you got your own free will.
Okay.
And your dude said, like, yo, I don't want you going out past 11:30 at night. Like, how would you honestly feel about that? Like, how would you, like, honestly feel about that?
Me personally, I feel like it depends sometimes. I don't know. If I'm out with my group of girlfriends that I haven't seen in a while, I'll be like, wait, like, I haven't seen them. Like, give me some time and then I'll be home. But if it's something like, I don't know, like something random, I'd be like, okay, like, that's fine. I don't know. I kind of don't, that doesn't really bother me, to be honest. I'd be like, okay, you want me home? Let's go. I'm gonna go home.
Got you. What if it's one of those guys that say you can't wear some particular, like, things? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, a man that wants to have a say in what his girl wears when she goes out.
Honestly, how I think of that is there's a limit of, like, respect to that. I get, like, it's an extent. I feel like if it's something too revealing where it's just like, you're just, like, only covering your nipples, then totally understandable. Like, why are you wearing that out? But if it's something like your back is showing or something, or, like, a little bit of stomach is showing, I don't think it's an issue. I feel like my perspective is everybody's gonna look. Everybody has eyes. We all look. Everybody does it. It's fine. I mean, as long as, like, you're keeping it respectful, it's not like, if you're, like, staring in front of your partner at another girl, then okay, that's a different story. But at the end of the day, everybody's gonna look. And either way, I'm coming with you. You have me around me. Like, you have your arm around me. Like, everybody knows that I'm your girl and you're my guy. Like, I don't think it should be that big of a deal. But I don't know. To me, it's not that big. Like, I wouldn't want my man to tell me, like, oh, like, if I have something on, it's like, oh, hey, like, I'm ready. Let's go. And he tells me, like, oh, no, you're not wearing that. I'll be like, and if it's reasonable, where it's like, it's not, like, I'm not showing anything, like, it's fine, then I'd be like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing?
Let's use an example. All right, look. I see nothing wrong with what you got on now, right? But let's
okay.
say, like, your dude said, like, yo, I don't want you wearing that to the gym no more. What you saying, too?
I'd be like, no, you're being ridiculous. Like, this is a gym outfit. Like, I'm not showing anything. Like, no, I'm fine.
And you too, what y'all think? No,
it's
nothing wrong with it.
It's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's nothing wrong with it.
It's a whole gym outfit. You cannot.
You too, I see nothing wrong with it. Well, all right,
I don't think so.
No, you're right. All right, so, another example. If your man wanted you to, like,
makeup?
No, if your man wanted you to, like, make him a sandwich every, like, Monday through Friday, what you saying? Like what you?
Like, my husband, I wouldn't care. Obviously, we're married. But if it's like, if we're down the road, like, a couple years, we're, like, together for about 7 years and I still have no ring, I feel like in the beginning I'd be okay with it, but then after I'd be like, hey, like, I'm doing, like, wife things, like, what's going on? Like, are you gonna give me?
Fair.
Yeah. Like,
That's
are you
fair.
gonna put a ring on it, or like what's going on, because I'm doing all these things but you're not doing anything. So it's like, why should I even be doing this if you're just gonna be like,
That is fair.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. All right. So, what is the benefit of marriage? Let's say for a woman, what is the benefit of marriage for you? Like for a female, what is the benefit of marriage?
I feel like the benefit of a marriage, let me think about this actually. The benefit of a marriage, I think, as a woman is you have somebody that loves you. You have somebody that you're going to create this life with, because you're here in this life for a purpose, to each their own, but sometimes it's to create a family. And in my opinion, I want to create a family. So I want to find somebody that is going to do that with me and is going to love me. It's going to love our family. It's going to create something. We're going to be big one day, maybe. I don't even know. But I think the benefit is having somebody that supports you, having a best friend, doing things together. Like, I want to travel, so I'm going to be traveling with my man. I'm going to be traveling with my husband, doing things together. I don't know, just having somebody to live life with you, like somebody that you love and care for, that's just going to be doing it with you.
Yeah, okay. So what is the benefit of marriage for the man? Would you say it's the same thing, or what is the benefit of marriage for
I
the
want to
man?
say it's the same thing.
Cool
and
answer.
a bonus is like you have your lady, like you have a lady that loves you, that supports you, that's going to do everything for you. And I don't know, I feel like we shouldn't take that for granted at the end of the day, because we only got one life, and why not just like spend time with the person you love?
That's true. So is there a prize in a relationship or marriage? Like, and if so, is it the man or is it the female? What do you honestly think of? That's the biggest online. That's the biggest online debate. Like, who's the prize in a relationship? Is it the man or
Obviously,
is it the female?
I feel like we're all gonna say that we
Say
as
how you
women.
really feel. Yeah,
I
say
feel
how
like
you-
we as the women are the prize, because
Why do you explain why you personally say
I
that
feel like
you-
we're the prize because we think about things like with intent. I don't know. I feel like men obviously they're gonna be like the strongest one. They're gonna be the money makers. They're gonna be the providers. Understood, but I feel like we give them that support. Sometimes we give them like some like crazy things, but I don't know, at the end of the day we give them like the emotional support that I feel like most men don't get from, like, I know most men get it from their families, but I feel like most men grow up to be like this strong, like, don't show any emotion, don't like be strong no matter what. I feel like sometimes you gotta let that guard down. And I feel like you guys can let your guard down with us, and I feel like that's kind of like a good thing, and we support you guys, and we have your children, we cook for you sometimes, we do your laundry. I don't know, you just get a lot of benefits on it. You got a lot of gifts, little perks from it.
Got you. If your man didn't want to get married, would that affect your long-term commitment to him? Like, if he said, like, yo, I just don't want to get married, would that affect, like, could you still see yourself with him in your 40s, past 40?
It'd be really sad, but honestly, I really do want to get married, so I would want to find somebody that wants to get married too. So for me, it would affect it, just because my beliefs, it's like, no, I want to find somebody that I want to be married to. Like, I want to say that's my husband, not, oh yeah, that's my man for like 35 years or something. Like, no, I want to say that's my husband, instead of like, oh, that's just my man.
How would you feel, and would you get offended if he wanted to sign a prenup? Like, how would you honestly feel about that?
Honestly, it's so crazy, because me and my man actually have talked about it. I don't know why, we just talk about different things. And we actually talked about it.
Maybe let's get a little more in the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, when we talked about it, it was just so random. I think I brought it up. I was like, oh, how do you feel about prenups? And honestly, like, the way I think of it, I wouldn't get offended, because I feel like, yeah, we're in this together, but I would also want to support you. Like, let's just say you make your own business, or you have you write a book or something, like, you come up, that's all you, and I want to support you. Like, if I have nothing to do with that, like, I didn't write anything in your book, or I didn't provide anything for what you created, I feel bad for taking half of that. Like, me personally, I know some other women be like, no, I'm taking half of that, like, it doesn't matter. Me personally, I feel like that's unfair, and I wouldn't want that happening to me. I think that's why I also think that, because let's just say I created something and he had no part in it. I wouldn't want to give him 50% of it. I'd be like, no, this is my thing. Like, this is my own thing that I created on my own. Yes, you supported me and everything on it, but it's like you didn't like apply anything to it. So honestly, I wouldn't mind a prenup, to be honest. To each their own too.
Gotcha. do you want to be like a stay-at-home like wife or?
I Yes and no. I feel like I'd be so bored at home. I wouldn't know what to do. Like, if everything's clean and everything's done at home, yes, sometimes it'd be nice to be like laying around and chilling and stuff. But I don't know. Sometimes I get bored too easily. Like, I want to be out. I want to be like going to the gym or going like, I don't know, or like getting my mind off things because I like to work too. So
Of course, going to the gym
yeah,
comes with a stay-at-home wife.
true.
Though.
It does.
Like
it does.
that's like a. Yeah. Of course, that's like
Yeah.
that's stay-at-home doesn't mean like, oh, you just like
You're just gonna stay at home
like
all day.
R. Kelly locked.
Hell no.
No, stay-at-home don't mean like you like locked in a house. Like stay-at-home means like, all right, because you say you want kids. Like stay-at-home means like, okay, your primary focus is the kids, keeping the house clean.
Yes.
You know, like however long it takes you in a day to get. And kids go to school sometimes, so of course you're gonna have time to go
Yeah.
to the gym and.
I think, okay, I'm gonna change this. I think once I have kids, I'll be fine staying at home. But if
Gotcha.
before that, I feel like I'd still want to work. I'd still want to kind of like make money, maybe to put it into our savings or make it like just more that just because of this economy right now. So I feel like the more money we get, the better. It's gonna fall. Sorry. So I feel like before I have kids, I definitely still want to work. But once I have kids, I'm good with staying at home.
Got you. You kids is a good topic, right?
Yeah.
How old do you want to be when you have your first kid?
I always said 28. I'm
28?
24.
Okay.
That's not gonna happen. Honestly, like if I don't have them past 32, I think I probably won't have kids, to be honest.
Why do you say if you don't have them past 32, you probably won't have kids?
Because the way I think is I want to get married before I have kids. So I want to at least be dating or be with my man for a good like 2 to 3 years. I don't know if that's a little bit, but for me it's like 2 to 3 years, be together with my man, get married, and then kind of have like a year by ourselves, a year and a half or two, travel, do whatever we need to do, and then start having kids. So I don't know why I have like this mindset, and I'm not saying I'm gonna like, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna marry this man, I don't know. But what if I don't? And it's like now like my mindset is like now I'm gonna have to start all over. I'm gonna have to date this other guy for about 1 to 2 years before we get married. That's if he even wants to get married. And things like that. So I don't know. I think I'm just
agree.
giving
That's
him a
how
clock.
I think.
Yeah.
That's all because you need time to know people, right?
Yeah.
To have kids. And you need time to know people to know if you want to have kids and get married. You feel me?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then you want to go have that, like you said, vacation. Like you gotta go. But all right, with that said, right? So, how old do you think a man should be before he has his kid? And before you answer that, think about it this way, right? Should a man have kids before he has like savings or something like that, or should he have kids when he's a little more stable in his career or job, a little more in a hierarchy?
I think he should have kids whenever he's already stable in his career. I think that's very important because you're not only gonna help out your kids, you're gonna help out yourself. Because if you're not in your career yet or you're not stable enough, you're really not gonna help out that kid at the end of the day. I feel like, in my opinion, you're not helping out yourself either. So I feel like I'm very on like finish your career first, do what you have to do, like no rush for anything. But I think that's very important. So I think yes, once he starts his career, is stable, that's when he should start planning like a family and things.
Try to put an age to a guy that's in that point in his life.
I want to say it depends what career path. I feel like it just depends on the career path. Maybe like 28 to 30, maybe I'm giving them.
That's a good range. That's a good range.
I would say around there. I don't know. I know some people like you graduate with your bachelor's at like what, 23 maybe, around there, 22.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And then you still have to find a job, and it's more like I don't know. I think that's too young a little. So I'm giving more like live your life a little, and then maybe think about your family. I don't know. Maybe date a girl in between them.
Would you agree it's like 28 to 35 is like when a man first kind of like has his career a little
Yeah,
established.
I think more
And that's like a
stable.
time where he should have kids.
Yeah, I think around there is a pretty good time just because he's matured, he knows what he wants, he's in his career path for a while now, a couple years now, so he knows like the money he makes, the vacations I get, I guess you can say, and I think from there it can be planned out.
So what age do you think a woman should have kids? Before you answer that, okay? Keep in mind you said that. All right. Let's say, do you think that there's a safe pregnancy age range?
A safe pregnancy?
Age range, like a minimum and maximum age, to where it's safe based on estrogen levels, and to where it's safe to where like, oh, if you have a kid past this age, it's a high risk for birth defects.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you think that safe pregnancy age range is?
I feel like that safe range would be around 26 to 32. I feel like around there for a woman. I don't know. I think maybe it's a little bit higher, maybe it's a little bit lower. I don't even know. I just think anything under 26 is a little young. I mean, unless you have everything together, perfectly fine. But if you don't, I feel like younger than 26 maybe is a little bit too young to have a kid, especially if you don't have like everything together. I feel like that's still a little young. And I think I would say 32 just because I'm really not sure. I can't even remember. I'm trying to think of like family members that had kids like at a grown age and then things happen. So that's how I'm like, I think 32 or 33 is like a safe, I guess,
Gotcha.
max.
Okay. Let me just say the reason why I asked that question is that explains a lot of age gaps, because like typically men get established in like 30s, and women typically, so basically that's the age they should have kids, like typically like on that
Around there.
Unless their dad is a billionaire or something.
Yeah, there you go, unless you're set.
Yeah, but and women, I think it's 19 to like 30, and I think after 30, every 5 years or something like that is called a geriatric pregnancy. To where,
okay.
Yeah, but would you? So you're 24.
Yes.
When you were 19, or let's say now, would you date a Jack in the Box cashier?
At my age?
Yeah.
No. Honestly, no.
No. When you were 19, would you date a Jack in the Box cashier?
Yeah. I feel like we were just like straight out of high school. We're in our first year of college. It's like your first like kind of like, oh, big job, I guess, in a way, or just like just to get money in. And I feel like now at our age, we're at a point where we're finished college and you already graduated with your bachelor's in whatever you want to do. Like, I think you should be in that career field or towards that career field instead of just staying in a kind of job like that. I feel like those type of jobs, don't get me wrong, I mean, they're good jobs. I think they're more good for like starter jobs. It's more for like high school, straight out of like just graduating high school. I feel like it's more for them because it teaches you a lot of things. I feel like in those type of businesses, it teaches you a lot about patience, about customer service, just things like that as a person that makes you grow.
That's true.
Yeah.
Do you think that a guy that's 30-year-old, all right, have you ever worked at like one of those places?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 19, 20.
19?
Yeah.
What was like the oldest ages that tried to get at you?
It was like the chefs in the back, I remember.
How old were they?
I'm honestly, I don't remember. 35, 40? I don't even
So,
remember.
Do you think that a 30-year-old guy would date like a 30-year-old woman, or even like a 19-year-old woman that's a cashier at Jack in the Box?
Hell no. With like a 40-year-old? No, I don't.
You don't think that a 30-year-old guy would date a cashier lady?
Yeah. I feel like date, I don't know, but mess around, yeah, obviously, but date, I don't know. That kind of be like, I don't know.
Let's ask you two. You two.
I know, would they?
Would a 35-year-old guy date a cashier lady at Jack in the Box or anywhere? We'll see what they say. All right, so it's almost done. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. You're good.
Oh, I hate asking this question, but
you're good.
When is a lady's prime in her life? Like, what age is our age range is a lady's prime? Like, I guess they want it like more so like this, like to where there's more, where she has more suitors than a guy.
I know
like,
what you mean. I get
like
it.
More guys are, and she has like all of these options
Me at 24,
24?
I feel like, me speaking, I feel like my prime was like 21 to like 22. I don't know if it's for everybody, but I don't know. I feel like looking back at pictures, we all look back at pictures, so it's like we obviously want to know, like, or want to remember how we look like and stuff. I feel like that was my prime. But I also think, like, maybe I'm just in a loop right now, and maybe in a couple years I'll be in another prime. So I feel like there's not really... I don't want to say, like, 21, 22.
Respectfully, I think you still in your prime.
Oh, thank you.
But
I
just
appreciate
women
it.
in general, in general, women, you would say is what?
Because, I mean, some 40-year-old ladies actually look really good. And I'm not saying, like, that's their prime, but I'm like, oh, damn, like, she looks really good. I want to say, only from personal experience, I feel like 21 and 22. I feel like, yeah, 22? I feel like that's their
For
prime.
a lady.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I've seen, like, some really nice... I'm really trying to think about this now. Wait, this is just from personal experience, just because I feel like that was my prime for sure. But you never know. Maybe when I turn like 27 or 28, maybe I look like really good. I mean, I don't know. But for sure in like 20 to 30s, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna give it that big age range from 20 to 30. I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna say that.
I got you. So when is a guy's prime age? Are we? I have horrible. We are.
No, it's
like,
okay.
Camera. So when is it guy?
I feel like it's the same thing for them, from 20 to 30. Yeah.
What is it? Do you think that men like women for like financial stability or looks? Like, what is it that attract men to women? Is it you think men care about like money?
No.
But do you think men care about looks?
Yes. I think we all care about looks to an extent. Yeah. I feel like everybody to an extent.
But do you think
looks.
would an older guy date a pretty broke one, like a very pretty broke woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Would an older lady typically date a pretty broke guy?
No.
No?
Nope.
Okay, so what do guys like in women? Looks, right?
Yeah.
And women kind of like in guys kind of like financial stability and like confidence.
Yeah.
So so what age does a guy have that financial stability and confidence, do you think?
Probably like 27 and up.
27
maybe?
and up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not expecting like a 23-year-old to be already like, oh yeah, you should get a house already. Like, no, I kind of don't expect that. I mean, you're still kind of growing and you're still kind of living life. So I feel like around 27 or 28, you should be like already like financially stable in a way where like, okay, like.
Yeah. So what age? So guys like looks at what age is a woman at a prime like look years, like as far as like guy, you know?
I feel like any.
Do you
I feel
think
like guys look at any age, to be honest.
But
Yeah.
what age? All right, so you're 24, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking myself out of this, right? Like
Okay.
I'm not saying that I think like most guys, but most guys, right? Let's say it's a 45-year-old guy, right?
Okay.
And you have you, and then you have another like 45-year-old lady here at the gym, right? Who is a guy going to like if he had the chance, really think who is the guy gonna go after, you or the 45-year-old lady?
Right away he's gonna go for me. Because, I don't know, I feel like older men like something younger, newer, things like that. And I feel like they just don't. I feel like that's why they're looking. That's why they're looking for something younger, prettier. I'm not saying that 45-year-olds are ugly, but I'm just saying more like, oh, she's young, she's pretty, like she still has time to grow. And I feel like men look at older women as like, they're too old already. Like they can't have fun or they can't do like all these things pretty much.
Yeah, I believe that's how men think. Is dating trash right now? You're in a relationship, but like, do you think dating is trash right now?
Before I got with him, yeah, I thought dating was trash. But I mean, I found him and he's pretty good. So,
why was dating trash? Like, do you think it's the guy's fault or like the girl's fault?
I think it's all of us.
It's everybody.
Honestly, like,
what's your answer?
I feel like there's a lot of majority of women that think like, I don't need a man. They're like in that mindset where it's like, I can be independent. I don't need a man. I don't need this, which is good. Good on you. totally fine. I can be independent too, but I'm not going to be in that mindset where it's like, I don't need no man. Like, no, I want a man. Like, I want somebody. And men are just more like, and like, this isn't serious. I'm young. Like, I have so much time. Let me fuck around. So I feel like a lot of it right before I got with my man. I feel like a lot of it before that was like very lustful. That was on like very lustful situations where it's like, I thought it was kind of serious, but they were just like, no, I'm not really like looking into anything. So it's like, okay, so why are you doing all this? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I feel like right now I'm good where I'm at. But before that, I feel like, no, it was trash. It was very lustful. It was very like back and forth. Like, oh, like, yeah, I want to hang out with you, but like, I'm going to hang out with somebody else. It's like, okay, so what are we doing? Like, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I think.
That's cool. Well, that concludes the questions. You're a really good thinker. I could tell you're observant with life. Yeah, you're realistic and observant with life. That's going to take you very far in life.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And yeah, I wish you the best on your
Thank
relationship
you
and
as
everything.
well,
Yeah, of course. Nice to meet you.
I know, nice to meet you.
Yeah, of course. All right, good luck with
of
it.
course.